friends, it's Jara. Welcome back to my channel. If you've never been here before, my name is Jara and I make videos about faith, fashion, and lifestyles. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're new. So I know I just filmed in the car in my last video, but you guys don't seem to mind it, and lately it feels like that's what's fitting into my schedule. It's very bright this morning. Do I have sunglasses? Hold on. Okay, I have sunglasses. Oh shoot, my muffin fell and is rolling all over the chair. Dang it, I just vacuumed my car and my camera. Are you tripping? Okay, what a great start to my video. Very chaotic. Let's see, and these are probably so smudged and dirty. I wonder if you guys can tell. Please don't judge me. Anyway, wanted to film another car talk, I guess, because I wanted to chat with y'all, and again, this is kind of what's fitting into my schedule, so I'm like, let's do it. You guys don't mind it. Let me just say, a lot of people were concerned in my last video about my brakes, because I complained about how squeaky they are. There's nothing wrong with my brakes. I have them checked, like, you know, every time I get my oil changed and stuff, they like check everything, and they say it's just because I have a Jeep Patriot and they are really squeaky brakes. So everyone was concerned, wanted me to get my brakes checked. They're good, don't worry about it. Thank you for your concern though. Wanted to give you guys kind of a life update, I guess, and also just chat with you guys about what I feel like God has been revealing to me recently and speaking to me about. So yeah, let's get into it. I feel like this is gonna bother me the whole time. I think it just looks, I don't know, kind of annoying, but it is very bright. So I'm like contemplating, should I suffer through so it doesn't look so, I don't know what I'm going for there, but it just doesn't, I don't like the look of it. So life update lately, what's been going on? So we thought that we were going to be moving a couple weeks ago. Someone reached out to us saying that they had a house that was going to be available for rent soon, and we wanted to go take a look at it. Love that. Let me explain the house situation. I need to learn from the past. So last year we thought we were going to build a house, as some of you guys know, and then I announced like that's not going to work out for us. Then I thought that we were going to buy a house this year. Not going to work out unless, you know, God opens the door by the end of the year. And so really we just like re-signed our lease to our apartment for another year. And then this house that we were going to see a few weeks ago, we thought, okay, well, excuse me, I guess we could temporarily rent a house, because we really want a backyard. And the house was like, we just saw pictures of it, we hadn't went to seen it, and the current tenants were like out of town for like a week, so really we were just like basing our opinions off the pictures, kind of. It was a cute house, and it was a corner lot, had a nice big backyard, beautiful fencing, and it was a 3-bedroom but only 1 bath. Had like a dining room, which we don't have, and like little things like that. So being myself, I got all excited about it the whole week, like got myself hyped up, played all the scenarios in my head of how this will work perfectly, and just in time for the holidays so we could finally have people over, because our apartment is pretty small. Like we don't have a dining table, have 1 small couch, like we can't really have people over. There's like no space for people, which is one of the like biggest downsides. I don't know why my tripod is messing up this morning. So of course I obsessed over it for like a week, and I was just praying, and oh my God, you guys, I'm about to fight my tripod. Hold on. What is going on? I need you to get with it. You have one job. Just hold my phone and don't move. Gosh. And it's gonna be a bumpy ride this morning, so that's gonna be great. Some days this tripod works great, some days it is she's not doing her best, I think. Anyway, what was I saying? I was just obsessing over it. How it could work out perfectly. We could have friends over and blah, blah, blah. And like have an extra room where I could put my art stuff and like all these different things. And Coda would have a backyard and Cove would be able to play outside. And I'm like, wow, this will be perfect. This is what God has worked out. Because all these other avenues of trying to get a house didn't work out. And the rent was super affordable for how big it was. Like, rent is so expensive right now. Like, you can't really find a decent sized house that's not trash for like under $2,000, honestly, a month, which is really expensive. And this one was only $1,300 a month. And I was like, we can do this. Like, this is gonna be perfect. Go to see the house. And it just wasn't what we were looking for. The kitchen was way too small for us, much smaller than even just our apartment, which is like, we spent a lot of time in the kitchen. And also there was no dishwasher and no space for a dishwasher, which is big. Like, once you've had a dishwasher, I don't know about y'all, but I don't think I could ever go back to like hand washing dishes. Like, I can't. We have a family of 3, like, we go through a lot of dishes. So I don't think I could ever go back to just like hand washing dishes. There was that, and then the bathroom was much smaller than what we're used to, because we have 2 good sized bathrooms right now, because we have a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom apartment, and both bathrooms have a good amount of cabinet space with the vanity. And this was like 1 little bathroom, 1 small cabinet, just a pedestal sink, not a vanity or anything. And so it just didn't click for us. Like, when we went, it just didn't feel right. So didn't get the house, which was disappointing. And that kind of leads me into what I feel like God has been speaking to me lately. I feel like he's been really working on me with how he's convicting my spirit that I think I know better than he does. And this has popped up multiple times in the past like month or 2. Like, in our sermons from church, our pastors preached about it. He says this all the time, and I'm like, this is me, and like, this is true. He'll say, we tend to always say like, once this happens, then I'll be happy. Once this happens, then I'll be content. And there's always going to be something else. Like, once you get that thing, you're always going to be wanting the next thing. That's just how we are as humans. We're never satisfied. We aren't. We're always wanting the next thing. And then my devotion has been speaking to me about it. I've been working on this devotion from Daily Grace Co., I think it is. It's the Sermon on the Mount one. And it's really, really good. And it has been talking about prayer lately. And about how I wish I had like my notebook with me so I could read it to you, because it was so good. And the past few ones have been like, because it's like daily ones, the past 3 or so I feel like have really been convicting me, saying like, when we get disappointed or like are jealous of other people or envy other people's lives, which I am guilty of from social media. Like, I definitely envy over other like creators' lives, and I'm like, I wish that could be me. I wish I could just be a creator full time and like live this life where it doesn't seem like these people have to go to a 9-to-5 job. You know what I mean? Like, they just make money from content creating. They live in their life. They got a beautiful house. They got all these things, and I'm like, they get to buy whatever they want. Seems like, you know, because nothing is always as it seems. But when we feel like that, we're actually sinning against God, because we're believing that we know better than he does, and we're questioning his authority over our lives. We're questioning his goodness and if his word is true. And it was saying how God does not restrict us from anything that is good. And I feel like that hit me really hard. I've never thought of it like that. And I had to question myself, like, was this really true? And it is, because there's things that obviously I'm sure all of us do this, where it'll look really good to us. Like this house, for instance, it looked really good on the surface to me, and I'm like, this would have been perfect. But God knows deeper than just the surface level of things. I don't know if this is like out of focus. The surface level of things. He knows all the scenarios. He knows the long term. He knows all of the things that could happen that we don't see. And if it was really good, he would have given it to us because it would have been in his plan. And so I feel like I feel like he's been trying to teach me to trust him more. And I want to get to the place where when things don't work out in my life, I don't get upset or frustrated or depressed over it or whatever. But I am like, it's God's plan and I'm going to trust him. It doesn't faze me anymore. Like, if it doesn't work out, it's not his will and I'm going to move on. Something else that I had heard, actually, Kristen Johns talk about. I love her. She's a YouTuber, and I saw her talk about this. I think it was on TikTok. She was like, I wish I would have learned this years ago. But whenever we see other people, which is what I was just talking about on social media, where they're our age or they have the same profession as you or whatever it may be, and they have all these certain things, like they bought a house or they are just, like I said, like now they're only doing YouTube and you're like envious of that. And she was like, just because somebody is experiencing something does not mean that you will not be given that as well. And others getting these things does not hinder God's plan for your life. When you're supposed to have certain things in your life, it will happen. And I was like, that's really good, honestly, because I feel like I said, I've just been wanting things to change. Whoa. This construction over here is gnarly, man. I've been wanting things to change lately, and I feel like I have been living in kind of an uncontent season because I'm just waiting for stuff to change. And I think God's been showing me, like, you need to be grateful for what I've blessed you with. Like, I've given you a lot in life, and your bills are paid, you have clothes on your back, you have a tripod that doesn't work very well, but I used to not have a tripod, so I'm just kidding, but we have a fridge full of food and gas in our cars and all of these things, and then stuff on top of that, like we're extremely blessed. But it's so easy with the culture and with social media to see these lavish lives these people live and the luxury behind it, and you're like, why is that not me? Like, I think we all long to live a life where we don't have to worry about finances, we don't have to worry about a 9-to-5 job or whatever, and be able to just do whatever you want. Like, I don't know who wouldn't want that. So I feel like God has really been speaking to me about that. Something I've really been praying that he would help me with during this season of life. I don't know if anybody else struggles with these things. Let me know if you do in the comments below. But that's what I think he's been working on my heart about. And also I think he's been teaching me, like, I have a 5-year plan. I know where I want to be in the next few years, and I think our pastor has preached on it, like, you got to let go of those plans, because God's plan is usually not ours. Because we come up with a very specific plan on how we want things to go. God knows so much better than we do. So most likely it's not going to go the exact same way. Things are going to be different. He knows how to work it out perfectly, and we definitely don't. So the fact that we expect it to fall that way is, like, not really realistic. So I'm like, I don't think it's bad to dream. Like, I still dream and I pray and I long for these things. Oh my God, I'm gonna freak out about this. Why is this struggling so much this morning? I still dream and I pray about this stuff. And I'm just like, Lord, I know your will is going to be done in my life, so just give me the patience and the strength to trust you in that and pursue you, no matter what, no matter how it goes, and to trust him in these next few years. If things aren't happening how I want them to, know that he has a better plan. Gosh. I'm to give up and just film like this, you guys. You're only going to get to see half of my head for the rest of the way to work. Oh, shoot. I hate merging, fun fact. I hate driving on the highway. I hate people when they don't let me over. Excuse me. I'm going to miss my exit. Okay. Any other life updates? Really excited. Me and Richard are going on an anniversary trip next month, which has, I'm going to wait until we're off this bumpy road because this is pointless. I'm going to take a look at this tripod when I park because I'm having some issues, I don't know. If it's not one of the parts messing up, it's the other. This looks ridiculous. Maybe I should just leave it like that and lean it back so you guys can see me. Gosh, what a morning. Let's go out with this thing. Oh my God. I bet I could have tightened this the whole time. Now does it not move? Wow. I could have done that this entire time. The freaking screw was loose, y'all. What a chaotic video. Is that better? I was upset at the tripod and I could have just tightened it. Anyway, me and Richard are going on an anniversary trip next month. Can y'all believe we've been married for 2 years now? Honestly, it's kind of a weird feeling because I'm like, our wedding doesn't really feel like it was 2 whole years ago, but I feel like we've been married for a really long time. So I'm like, it's kind of a weird feeling. We're gonna be staying in Vancouver, Washington, and visiting some of the areas around there, like in Oregon and Washington. Super excited for it. I've never been to either of those states, and they're both really beautiful with a lot of gorgeous scenery, like with mountains and stuff. And just super excited to have a vacation. We're going to be there for a week. So I'm really excited about that. Any other, what else been going on in my life? We started taking a discipleship class at our church, which has been really good. And we started going to a small group, which is great because you guys know how I've talked about wanting to build community, and it's been hard for us. Well, I feel like we finally started to build community. Honestly, we should have joined a small group when we first started going to church, because I think that would have helped us build community a lot earlier on. I don't know why it took us this long. We've been going to this church for 2 years, but who knows? So that's been really great. Other thing that's been taking up a lot of our time is me and Richard started going to a gym together, which truthfully I did not think I would like. I see a lot of videos on TikTok and stuff of stuff that happens at the gym sometimes, and I felt like it kind of made me scared, people were gonna judge me, and I don't really like being around a lot of people I don't know and things like that. So I was like, don't think I want to do this. Went for the first time though with Richard. I actually really liked it, and they have a lot of other things there that you can use. I've been learning all about red light therapy, and they have an actual thing you can stand in for red light, which is crazy. It has a ton of different benefits for you, for your skin, for your brain, your energy, your muscles. There's a lot of stuff that goes into the benefits of that. And they also have massages and a sauna and all these things. So we've been going kind of every other day, which is the most motivated I have felt to go to the gym in a really long time. Always in the past, when I would try to work out, I would just go to a community center where they had some weights, and or at our home gym, which literally only has dumbbells and treadmills. So I feel like the gym has been really helpful lately. Also, I feel like I feel the best with myself, have the best relationship with myself that I've had in a long time. So approaching it in a much different way than I have in the past. I'm not only working out to have a focused, I don't have a goal of weight loss. I lost 20 pounds last year when I went on a cleanse, and I feel pretty good with my weight. If I was to lose like a few pounds, like 5 pounds, like I'd be like, okay. But I don't really want to focus on the scale, because in the past that's been really bad for me, where I obsessed over that. So I more so just want to focus on like feeling strong and taking care of myself and being more healthy. And I think when you approach working out from a place of like, I love myself, I want to take care of myself, instead of I hate myself and I hate my body and it looks disgusting and I need to change it. Like when you look at it in a different way and you change your mindset, I think the experience of working out and trying to take care of yourself changes drastically. Gosh, I feel like I've been on a journey this morning. This has been a lot. And I can speak from experience because I've had a really unhealthy relationship with my body for a long time, and with the gym, like I struggled with body dysmorphia and obsessing over my weight. And this ambulance or something is extremely close to my car. I need to scooch over. I hate when the road like narrows and you're like really close, and I feel like the lanes are not as big as they're supposed to be. You know, and you're like, is this car about to hit me? Anyway, okay, I'm rambling now. But anyway, I think that's really important. I think I might do another video talking about like self-love, the journey I've been on with that, and how to better your relationship with yourself and appreciation of yourself, things like that. And I might do a video about that. Let me know if you guys would be interested in that or not. I've just been on a long journey of that since I was like 14, so almost like 10 years now, and a lot of my opinions have changed over the past couple years. So yeah, I'm about to pull into work, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry it's another car talk, and I'm sorry she was so chaotic because Jared does not know how to tighten the tripod. Thank you guys for bearing with me. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you're new. Hit the like button. It means a lot to me. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time, and have a great rest of your week. Bye.